You know, I love Suella Braverman. I love Kemi Badenoch. I think both of these women have huge futures in the Conservative Party, could well be future Prime Ministers. But surely, Andrew, for the good of the Tory right, they have to put their weight behind Boris now.
I think they do, because otherwise it will be Sunak, the former Chancellor, and in no way can you call him a candidate from the right. Look, both Badenoch and Braverman, they're both 42. They both had very limited cabinet experience. They've hardly been at the top table for very long at all. And I think Tory MPs will be bruised by the outcome of Liz Truss. It was an experiment that went disastrously wrong. I know most of them didn't vote for her, but the party members did. They've got to make sure this time the candidate that goes to the membership is experienced, is strong, is capable, and that candidate, in my view, is Boris Johnson. It will also be, Dan, a very good way to counter the inevitable cries of protest we're going to get from the Labour Party that we've got to have a general election, we've got to have a general election. Well, actually, we don't have to have a general election. We don't have to have an election till the end of 2024. But Boris Johnson is the one candidate in the field who already does have a democratic mandate, because he won that election in 2019 and he won it big, the biggest Tory majority since 1987. And if he wins this time, I think he will surely have learnt the lessons of what he got wrong last time. Lack of attention to detail, not always being truthful, that's an understatement. And also choice of people to have around him, people like that dreadful Deputy Chief Whip Pincher in the Carlton Club. So lessons learned. He would be a better Prime Minister, I think, next time. And I'm hoping that this early indication of the momentum his way shows he's going to get there. I've talked to Suella Braverman's people earlier, and they were far from decided as to whether they were going to run. She can't win. She knows it. And so does Kemi Badenoch know they can't win. She's a future leader for the future, not now. The country's in a dire position. We've got to have a Prime Minister who can do the job and isn't going to implode in 45 days like Liz Truss.
No, couldn't agree more. Chris